Alright, so hey guys and welcome back. As promised, I am going to be bleaching my hair. This will be the third time, except today I'm actually going to use real bleach instead of the Revlon Ultralight Sun Blonde, which I've used before. Please excuse that we're having a plumbing issue right now for a certain reason. I'm not really investing in this right now, I guess you could say. But this is the Salon Blue Flash Powder Lightener. That's what I'm going to be using, as well as the Salon 30 Volume Cream Developer. I've never used this before, so I'm interested to see how it works. Looks like it even comes with, it comes with an instruction manual, of which I strongly suggest if you are bleaching your hair for the first time, you read over the instructions, but since I've done this so many times, I pretty much know the ratios of what I need and whatnot. So, one sec. So generally when I bleach my hair, I'll mix about 3 scoops of this. Came with a little measuring cup. And usually you want to do like a 1-to-2 ratio, 1 being the bleach powder and 2 being this. So what I'm going to do, I already have the bleach powder in. It's about as much. By the way, I got that from Sally's. Not sure if I ever said all of this stuff that I'm using right now is from Sally's. So now that I have my 3 scoops of bleach in, I'm going to be putting probably about 5 cups of this, or maybe I'll even do a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm gonna mix that up right now. That was 3 right there. Once more, please excuse the plumbing issue. Basically, people don't know how to not stop at the toilet. Let's put it that way. So, just mixing the bleach powder in with the developer right now. You want it to be kind of a little bit like jello or cake batter consistency. Try and do this in a well-ventilated area. If you're in a room with no windows when doing this, try and leave the door open or have a fan going, something like that. Now the bleach powder, my bleach mixture is almost mixed up. By the way, I have a little tint brush that I usually use when I do my hair. Mixing it all up. Yeah, actually I think about 3 cups is good for this. By the way, my hair does look oily. I know this because I have oil in it. One sec. So now I have my purple nitrile gloves from work. They're not used, don't worry. I'm not gonna get somebody else's germs on. I'm not feeling too good right now because I've been awake since like 2:30 a.m. So I'm trying to get this fast. I've had the oil in my hair now for about half an hour, just about. And I have a lot of it in. You don't necessarily need to have as much as I do in, but I just have it in as a precaution, especially since I already bleached my hair. What I did was I bleached my hair the first time after I used the Dandruff Shampoo Head & Shoulders to help my hair take out some of the purple that I had before that you guys saw. And then I waited 3 days, which you should wait a week, but I was impatient. I waited 3 days and I bleached it again with that Ultralight Sun Blonde by Revlon because it's cheap. And I wasn't thinking that it wasn't going to do its job. But it did do a lot. I just needed to lift lighter, so that's why I'm using actual bleach this time. Plus, it only kept my roots at like a yellowy copper orange tone. So, now that my bleach is all mixed up and it's sort of like cake batter consistency, I'm going to try and apply this as quick as possible. And then when I'm finished, I have my bag around here somewhere. I'm going to put that over my head to help the bleach process faster for heat purposes. So I'm just going to get to work. I'll try and angle the camera so you guys can see. I have my mirror, my bathroom mirror. I'm going to be using that. I'm not really too concerned about the bottom back portion, only because I'm going to be dyeing that black but I'm going to try and see if I can lift all of my hair to get rid of all this color. So, just gonna get started. By the way, my ends are already very light, although they don't look like it because of the olive oil. But I'm just going to start applying this on the red patchy spots that I talked about in my earlier video I wanted to get rid of because I'm trying to go light enough color so that way I can add like a bluish tint to my hair. So I'm going to be applying that mostly to the red parts as well as my roots to try and lift them. And obviously I'm going to be doing a review on this bleach after I'm finished. I'll show you guys the results. As per usual, even though it's usually later, I'll try and do it as soon as my hair dries. But yeah, I've been working constantly. Just get right into that. As I mentioned in my last video, I've worked non-stop for like the past 3 weeks with maybe a day in between, and during that day I was either out with my family or I was tired. I was extremely tired, so I rested. Also a quick tip, try not to apply the bleach directly to your roots. Try and leave, like, if you can, an inch of space, because bleach actually expands, and it'll move further upwards and actually lighten those roots. But I want to apply it directly to the right parts of my hair. Now I was going to wait another week because I just bleached my hair last week. I believe it was I want to say last Sunday or no, not Monday. Last Saturday or Sunday. And I did that off camera only because I was so tired that it didn't even register I could make a video. So sorry about that, guys, but basically did the same thing I'm doing here, except with more, the consistency was obviously more liquid, because it was box dye, which I said before, don't do box dye black, and I haven't done box dye black. I did box dye burgundy, which is okay, at least for my hair when going to lift it. I'm just actually going to drag this out to the ends a little bit, so that way the ends actually lift a little bit lighter, because although they are like almost white blonde, they're not exactly, and if I can get them to be, that would be superb. This bleach really is very foamy, but I think that's a good thing. I'm not absolutely sure, but I do believe that's a good thing. And my scalp isn't burning so far, so it's good. Also, what I wanted to say was after I did the second ultralight Salon bleaching, I guess you could say, I did the apogee protein treatment, as I mentioned in my last video. If you guys haven't seen it, that's why I'm mentioning all this right now. If you guys have, well, yay! You guys actually like me. Kidding. Not that you guys don't like me, but, you know, just making a joke about it. Don't get offended, please. I love you guys. So I'm literally applying this all over. I have a shirt on I don't really care too much about. It's more of a night shirt anyway, so even if it does get bleach on it and it does turn color, it won't matter as much as, say, a shirt that I wear on a regular basis. Because shirts you wear on a regular basis are shirts that you want to try and avoid. Of course, because if you get bleach on them, then they're ruined, you know. Just something to look out for. One sec. Of course, scam numbers would be calling me when I'm trying to do my hair, you know, go figure. so I can really see the blonde patching through on the already very light parts of my hair. So that's a good thing. It means that this mixture is working. Yeah, I just kind of feel like I needed a change, and this is definitely going to help with that. So, because after this, I'm not sure, I think I mentioned in my last video, I do have tape-in extensions, of which I'm going to be putting in my hair once I get it to the color I want. That won't be for a little while at least. Oh, I can see the color is lifting. And I have a lot of bleach mixture even so, because I do have a lot of hair even though it's short. And it's better to have more than less, because then you have to go and make another batch, and that'll take up time, and your hair is already processing. So, just going to put all this up, swing that around, and I'm not going to be using a mirror for the back, only because, I don't know, I just can't reach the mirror at the moment. So I'm just gonna, pull my hair up and work it from there. I'm gonna have to use a mirror though, because I can't really see back there, so I don't necessarily see when I'm bleaching. Okay, so this should help a little bit more. Yes, that does. I'm actually gonna go and add a little bit more developer. Dilute this mixture a little bit and help it calm down, because this bleach is very, very foamy, surprisingly. Didn't expect it to be that foamy, but I'm just going to go over the back. I'm not really sectioning my hair off, if you guys can see that, because I'm not really too worried about sectioning. Granted, my hair is short, therefore I have a lot to work with, or a little to work with, however you look at it. So it makes it easier to just not section it, I guess. It's definitely a lot quicker, although I do suggest that if you have longer hair than mine, section it, especially if this is your first time bleaching your hair, because you want to make sure you get all over even bleach. Even then, I'm not too worried about getting the all over even bleach, because my hair will lighten all the same. This bleach actually works really well with my hair, but that's why there's always the trial run. And this is actually a lot thicker than the ultralight Salon, because this is powder based dye. So
time to go.
So these are only just going over all of my hair and blending this in. One sec. Sorry about that, guys, but it's like every time I go and try to do something, always something new. Anyhow, this bleach does look like it's lifting pretty fast, so it's a good thing. I'm skeptical about it, because even though I've seen reviews here on YouTube, I didn't absolutely know if it was going to work for my hair. You know, not everything works for everybody. So the good news is that most of the darker tones in my hair actually look like they're lifting a whole lot. So I'm excited about that. I might end up, bleaching my hair again later today or tomorrow after my hair's had time to settle. But I want to be done with the red. I want to get it out of my hair. So I'm literally scrapping for bleach now, guys, because this stuff is really foamy and that was a lot of product. The things we do for beauty. Sorry, my family is misshapen. Family is weird. Yeah, I might have to go over this again, but at least I see that a lot of the red is lifting out of my hair. And most of my hair is actually turning bright blonde, which is a good sign. So I'm going to go and leave this for about 20 minutes. Rinse it out, show you guys the results. And then probably re-bleach it. We'll see. But, yeah, it looks like a lot of the red is lifting to like pink. So hopefully it continues to lift like that and I don't have to go over it again. But we will see. So until next time, guys, like, subscribe, and comment, and keep on rocking with whatever you have. Love you guys. Bye!